How you doing? I'm Rosie from Airbourne, and you're watching Entertainment Focus. Keep rocking.
So how are you today?
Yeah, not too bad. Just a little bit tired. I've had 4 hours sleep from yesterday's show in Sweden, but you know, once fire up, getting pretty pumped to get up on stage soon.
What was it like playing with the Swedes in that country?
You're really good. You know, we've got a pretty good following there. We've done a few tours through there. I think we had something like 20,000 in front of them in front of us yesterday's show. So they're great. They love their rock and roll and metal, and also a pretty good crowd.
Now you've got today. You're playing today, and what can we expect from your show today?
You know, Joel's crazy antics, climbing trusses.
Yes, just on that. Download last year, you guys got your set pulled for what Joel was doing. Is he going to be doing the same thing again this time?
I dare say, or if he's not allowed to, he'll do something else that's against the rules, or you know, because we don't normally. Yeah. It's just something we just do in the show, so it's never really kind of premeditated. But
well, that's why you call Airbourne, right?
Well, exactly. Yeah. Well, we never go ask a promoter because they normally don't like it. Some festivals like it, they don't care, but. Yeah. So that, unfortunately, that's why they pulled the power on us that day. But it kind of added to the show in the end.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's got a lot of hits on YouTube and all the videos about it.
Yeah,
it's kind of made you more famous, I think.
It was good for that. Like it would have happened. So it was a spontaneous thing. So if it, you know, hopefully it doesn't happen today, but we'll see.
Oh, cool. I just want to ask you on the new material. Have you got anything? Are you working on any new material? You've always had the album out last year. Have you been writing lately on the road?
Yeah, we've been writing a lot actually. Well, this is kind of our last tour. This is going to wrap up the No Guts, No Glory tour. We've been, you know, that's going to make it 1.5 years of that touring, that process of that album. So we've just spent like a few months back in Australia since January recording demos for the third album. So we've got quite a lot down. They're all sounding rocking, ready to go. After this, we go back and do a few more, and then hopefully jump in the studio and get it done.
Awesome. What can we expect from the material? Is it going to be more rockier? Is there going to be anything different from No Guts, No Glory?
You know, it's always going to be a little bit different because we're always raising the bar every album. You know, just we stick to our certain boundaries though. Like as long as there's the blackjacks and the girls in blacks and the stand up for rock and roll kind of vibe. You know, there's definitely going to be those flavours on the album. So
awesome. Now you guys have had some really interesting videos. There was one on an airplane, and there's a story that one of you guys got to join the Mile High Club. Is that right?
The Mile High Club?
Yeah.
You're probably Joel. I think he was seeing one of the girls off that clip for a little bit, but I don't know what came of it. So yeah, that was a fun one.
Awesome. Now, with the festivals, what's been your worst festival experience?
For me personally, Rock am Ring last year in Germany. It's a great festival, but I just had a lot of technical issues that day. There was like wireless was breaking down and amps blowing up, and I just had a bit of a rough gig, and I was in front of like 70,000 people and we were getting recorded and filmed at the same time. But it was a good show. The crowd still loved it and all that. But that was just a personal bad one for me.
Fair enough. Now, you know, with this, you guys and there's bands like obviously AC/DC around. Do you think that the state of Australian rock is still in decline, or do you think it's starting to get better now?
I'm a little bit out of the loop, really. I know I've just been back there writing, but I'm still a bit out of the loop with the scene what's going back there. I mean, there's a few young bands that are starting to do the rock thing back there, which is good to see. It's not like it used to be in the 70s, but as everywhere, you know, there's not as many bands. There's no, you know, there's no other Rolling Stones or Led Zeppelins and Kisses and Judas Priest kind of bands that are all, you know, those greats are still the greats. But there's a couple of bands that kind of come out in the 90s called The Poor and the Screaming Jets. They've reformed and they're kind of back touring around as well back in Australia. So, you know, they're probably like the older bands.
Baby Aminals have reformed as well.
Right, yeah, that's another band, of course. There's still a scene there for it. It's just probably not quite as big as over here though, just because the populations are bigger and you have bigger festivals for that.
Absolutely. Do you think the fans here kind of get you guys more?
Things definitely took off for us quicker over here, with playing at certain festivals and just the touring, the extent of, you know, touring we've done over here is definitely, things have kind of moved pretty quick fast for us.
Awesome. just one last question. What's your top festival survival tip?
Oh, I guess just like I was saying before, like with all my technical issues going wrong and things like that breaking down, just keep rocking out hard and just, you know, because we're that kind of band anyway, just, you know,
Go with the
no
flow.
matter what goes wrong, just go with the flow, and the guitar tech will sort out the shit that's going on back there. But just keep, you know, entertain the crowd, never stop, and just keep entertaining.
Awesome.